bless you, my brothers and my sisters. I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. And it's been a lot that's been going on in the world since I've done one of these. As we've been recently, and we're still in an election where we still have recounts, we still have lawsuits, we still have runoffs. And this election has been very stressful for a lot of people. I've been talking to so many people, and so many different emotions are out there. And going up into the election, it was easy to get burned out with all of the things that are going on, listening to all of the things in the media. And I got caught up in that myself, watching so much media coverage, and felt like coming up into the election, I got burned out. And then on election day, I just said that, I'm not going to get caught up and worry myself sick about following what's going on in the media. And I'm not going to stay up all night and lose a lot of sleep. And I just said I'll just watch a little bit of the coverage and stay informed and so forth. And as I was driving home, I couldn't help, it was just a peace that came over me. And it was God let me know that regardless of the results, regardless of who wins, that He's in control. And He's in control of everything. And I just stayed in that peace, even with the race being so tight as it was, and even with days after. And then we finally saw they named Joe Biden to be the president-elect, and Kamala Harris being the vice president-elect, which was a historic event for our country. But just more than anything, God, through this, reminded me of something that He spoke to me at the beginning of this year before we went into shutdown. And God told me that He wants His people to come to a settled place in their spirit. And in the earlier video I did, I talked about Psalm 46 and 10, where it says, "Be still and know that I am God." That God wants us to be settled in our spirits and not be like the man who, in Mark chapter 9, he asked Jesus to heal his son. And he said, "Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief." So God doesn't want us to be wrestling with belief and unbelief, but He wants us to come to a settled place. And God directed me to James chapter 1. And if you have an opportunity in your devotion time, in your quiet time, to read James chapter 1. But specifically in verses 5 through 8, it says, James says there that if any of you lack wisdom, let them ask God, and He'll give it to us liberally. And he said, when you ask, believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like the wave in the sea being tossed to and fro by the wind. And it goes on to say that an unstable mind, a double-minded person rather, is unstable in all of their ways. So God wants us not to go from belief to unbelief and to go back and forth and up and down and be tossed to and fro. But He wants us to come to a place of stillness, to a place of peace, to a place of faith and not doubt. And I know that we're coming up and we're in the midst of another wave of this virus, and we've seen more infections go up, the infection rates go up, and we've seen, unfortunately, more lives being lost. And we have a lot of people at this time that are very anxious, very afraid, very concern-free, very concerned about going into another lockdown and being in the midst of flu season and going into the winter. And God just wanted me to let you know that He's in control of everything. Just settle yourself in the spirit and just believe that God is for you and not against you, that God is protecting you, that God has your back, that He's with you every step of the way. And this too shall pass, and that God still has blessings in store for your life. In fact, there's been people that's been saying that, this year's been such a bad year, you can't wait for it to be over. But God wants to let you know that He's still in the blessing business, and that there are some blessings that are in store for those that believe before this year and out. So just continue to trust and never doubt. Just believe that God has you in the hollow of his hand, and that God will bring you through everything that you go through. And that's the word of the Lord concerning you. And if God said it, I believe it, and that settles it. So just come to a settled place and declare to yourself that it is settled. And once you settle yourself, God will bring victory into your life. God bless you, my brothers and my sisters. May God continue to watch over and keep you.